Happy Saturday. It is one more day and tomorrow is my trail race. I'm very, very excited. There was two options. Either you can go 16 miles or 11 miles. And since I've never done a trail race before, I decided to do the 11-mile race, which is fine with me. They sent us out an email yesterday, which I thought was extremely funny. In the email, they tell you what time you need to arrive. It starts at a ski resort and it goes all over this area where I live. Well, yeah, in the area where I live. Anyway, but then they give us the different where the aid station is going to be and what time we would need to be at each aid station in order for us to keep qualifying so that we can get to the finish line on time. And after it tells us that, like we're what's going to be at the different aid stations, what time we need to be there, and they go, oh, by the way, you need to climb up a wall as part of the trail race, which is like rocks. It's a very narrow path, but you need to climb up that narrow path to get to the top. And they go, be very careful of your footing because you can become, if you fall, you become a human avalanche, which means that people underneath you will fall and there's like rocks on the bottom. And the lady who organized the race, though, she said, you don't want to be part of that because I've done it before and it hurts. And also, and she goes, PSS, our friends the snakes sometimes like to sneak out in between the rocks, so be very, very careful so that snakes don't come out. They said, but once the avalanche of runners come by, usually they say they stay within the rocks, they don't come out. And third, which I thought was so exciting, since it's been raining for the past couple of weeks, there is a mud marsh at the one part that we have to start before we climb up the avalanche. So we will be going through mud. And I don't know why, but I'm so excited about that. So I do have a hydration pack. I was going to take it, but I'm not going to take it because I don't want it to get wet. The shoes I ordered will not arrive until Monday. So I'm going to use these other shoes that I have. They're not exactly trail shoes, but they have grip on the bottom. So I'm hoping that they will help me while I'm running the race, which I'm very excited about. Here I am at this race, very excited. I was a little disappointed because I didn't get my trail shoes in time, so I'm using a pair of running shoes that have shreds on the bottom that you can use for both trail and running. I prefer just to use them for running because it's the shoes I use when I do my training, I guess you can say. I get a thing from Amazon. My shoes are delivered. I am nowhere near my house, and I knew that would happen, but that's okay. It's still going to be a great day, and I'm going to go home because I will need my shoes for my ultra marathon, and I'm excited to train in those. So the little blips in life that make the joy of every day joyful. And there is also trying to think, and all the aid stations they said are packed with a lot of fun stuff. Hold on, I'm so sorry. Are packed with a lot of other fun things as well. So I'm looking forward to the race. It seems like it's going to be a fun time, but at the moment I'm making breakfast. I'm not carving up. I just have noodles, green beans, and is it black beans, chickpeas, and lentils all mixed together. So that's going to be my breakfast this morning. And then I have a few other errands to run. Got to go wash clothes today and a few other things. So who knows, but I wanted to let you know one day before the trail race, and I am super excited. Happy Sunday. And you know what today is? You probably can't see me as I'm walking in the dark. Today is my trail race. I'm so very excited. Very, very, very excited, as you can see. But right now, I've been up for like maybe a half an hour or so. I'm fixing breakfast, something simple. That was super close, sorry. Fixing breakfast, something really simple. Have my black cup of coffee because I don't like to drink coffee with cream in it before I go for a run. I always think that it upset my stomach, even though it's not dairy. But still, don't take chances. I got my bag all packed from yesterday. I think there's one more thing I need to put in my bag. I got to go check my list, but I got my backpack all packed for yesterday. Extra clothes, extra shoes and socks because there's an after race party, and they're like, they don't want anybody to show up all muddy, which I believe it makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna go back into the bedroom and go eat my breakfast, just chill out. I have an Uber. I'm gonna call about 7:30. The registration starts at 7:30, but I figure if I call about 7:30, I should probably get out there by 8. Doesn't take that long, but I figure with the time of waiting and then the actual ride out there, so it'll take me about a half an hour. And then that way I'll have an hour, and I'll check back in with you. Sorry, I'll check back in with you at that time when I arrive at my destination. Okay, yeah, I made it here. As you can see from the previous clip, it is beautiful. I got my number. I am 2631. I got pins. I got a t-shirt, which is lovely. And I also had the most amazing Uber driver ever. She was so nice, and we talked all the way up here. And what a great way to start off a day. She was in a good spirit. I was a good spirit. We had a great time. So I'm gonna go back. I don't know where I'm gonna sit because I have no car. The race doesn't start for like another hour, I believe. So I'm gonna find a place that's not too cold, that I'm out of the wind. It's a little chilly this morning, so that I can sit. But as soon as we get everything together, pin my number on, and wait, chill out, use the restroom because they have a restroom. Use the restroom and then be ready to go. Wish me luck. Okay, I have found refuge. The gentleman who works here in the garage, he was so nice to let me stand inside. I told him I didn't have a car, and I didn't really want to stand down by the pavilion because it was cold. But he was nice enough to let me stand here, so I'm standing by the door of the garage, which is really nice. I moved over a little bit because I was inhaling gasoline. I don't think that's a good idea because I would be lightheaded and dizzy for the entire race. So, but I'm excited. I see more and more people showing up, and I realize, the races that I do, I'm not in a competition against other people. I'm in competition against myself. I want to, every new race that I do, every new challenge that I do, I want it to be a personal best for me. So I've never done a trail race before, so this will be my first time ever doing a trail race, and I'm excited. And as I said previously, I did sign up for an ultra. I'm very excited about that as well, so I'll start training for that. But I have that Patriot Challenge, which is that half marathon with, at first, I think it's the first 4 hours, and after you get an hour break, and after that is another 8K afterwards. So I like to challenge myself. And this is going to be fun. Every challenge that I make, it's making myself not only physically stronger, mentally stronger, and spiritually stronger. And that is what my second chance at a first impression is for myself. To be stronger, to run faithfully with freedom. And that's all I've ever wanted. And I think I have that. I know I'm going to have bad days and I'm going to have good days, but running is going to bring me so much closer to the girl I want to be. Okay, we're off. There's walkers behind me, and then there's runners in front of me. And I'm taking it easy. But this is amazing. And I'm going to turn you around so you can see how beautiful it is. Okay, still at it, still moving. There's no GPS signal up here, so I don't know how far I've come, but all I know is 45 minutes into the race, still going strong. I'm still having fun. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm going to show you where I am. This is the trail that I'm running on. Quotes around the word running. I'm going back downhill, no more up climbing, but this is where I'm going. I'm trying to film it while still moving so you can see what I have to run. This is called the Rothrock Trail. And I'm definitely telling you, this trail has got its name. But still getting there. Still moving. Still enjoying myself. Still having the best time of my life. Still very, very happy that I signed up for this challenge. It's working. I did trip a couple times, didn't fall. But by the grace of the grace of God, I haven't fallen yet. Keep praying along the way. But, oh yeah, see, when you come up to things like this, where you have to stop for a second, regroup, so, that proper moves, out of the trip. Alright, there before I fall. Okay, so as I was saying, you couldn't run down because your feet kept tripping over rocks. You didn't know exactly where the rocks were, so it wasn't a good idea to run. It was safer to kind of like maybe do a side shuffle down the hill because rocks were coming out of any and every direction. And I was glad I didn't fall. Very thankful. But the sound of the water is so beautiful. The birds, the bugs are still bugging, but I am still moving, and I think I must be getting closer to the first aid station, which they said is at mile 5.2. So I've been out here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. They want us to make it to the first aid station by 11:30. And I think I make it because I see it. It's right up the road up there, and I am on time. I'm going to stop for a second to show you this. I'm actually on a paved road. But look, I survived. I didn't fall. I did trip several times. So now I'm on a paved road, but I want to show you. Isn't that so lovely? That is so beautiful. This is where I am. Gotta get to the top of this. But I'm still having fun. All right. But look, that is still beautiful over there. This is where I came from. Yep, came from over there. I went up the side of the mountain, down the side of the mountain. So now I'm walking up this trail. When I get to the top, I probably will run. My quads are on fire from going down and not falling. We'll try not to fall. You couldn't run it because your feet kept getting stuck. We are at the halfway point, and as you can hear me splashing, that's me walking through mud and water. Halfway point. I think I should have 11 miles. The aid station was 5.2. I think I'm at 6.2. 5 more miles to go, I believe. And it's noon. But I want to show you what I'm walking through. This is what I'm walking through. So, yep. And as you can see, my feet are getting soaked. But you know what? I'm having a good time. I'm around the corner from the finish line. We're going to finish strong. You hear me shuffling? I think my leg's about ready to die. But we're going to finish strong. I got this. I got this. Whew. We're finishing strong. I see people. I see the finish line. And I see my own personal best. Because I did, from what people hear, one of the hardest trail races in the county. And I survived. And I'm almost done. I'm getting close. Okay. Coming up to the finish line. Woo! Thank you. High five. Thank you. Okay, I'm all done. Sitting waiting for my Uber. I had one slice of pizza and I got a can of Coke. I'm good to go, but I think I made the first mistake. I sat down. I may not be able to get back up when the Uber guy gets here. I just rolled myself out into the road. But to give you a perspective of where the race was and where I had to climb up and down and up and down and up and down, let me just show you. See that mountain way over there? Yep, that's where the race was. Let me stand up so you can see because the fence is in the way. Hold on. Okay. See that mountain over there? Yep, that's where I was. All the way over there. We went up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. I don't think I ever want to climb another hill in my entire life. But I had a blast. It was fun. I've never seen so many rocks in one location in my entire life. I think, even though someone joked and said they brought in more rocks, they did not. That's why it's called Rothrock Trail. Oh, sorry, it's Roth State Forest, and it was so much fun to do this race. My body, excuse me, my body is screaming. Actually, no, but I know when I get home and sit down, it's gonna fall apart. I was gonna cook dinner tonight. I don't think that's gonna happen. We may be getting something else to eat. Mom is tired. Alrighty, my Uber should be here in a few minutes, so I'll catch you at home a little bit later after I've taken off all my muddy shoes and stuff like that.